Hey guys, I have another postnatal workout for you, this time using a little mini ball. If you have a pillow, you can use a pillow or a yoga block, anything that you can squeeze, because we're gonna use the ball to squeeze and activate the lower abdominals and pelvic floor a little bit more. So we're just gonna place the ball off to the side for a second just to warm up the spine. Come seated on your mat, bend the knees, hip distance apart. Sitting up tall through that spine, really lengthen up through the spine, through the crown of the head, tall. We're gonna grab behind our thighs, just up by the knees. Take an inhale and exhale. Tuck the pelvis under, round that spine, creating a C-curve. Roll back slightly and hold it. Think about tucking the pelvis under, drop the shoulders away from the ears, pull the belly button in as much as you can, and exhale. Stack that spine tall and sit all the way up. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under, round that spine, roll back slightly, holding that C-curve, hold it there, and exhale, round up tall. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under, roll back halfway, holding it there, suck the belly button in, and exhale all the way up, stacking that spine. A few more here in this variation. Tuck the pelvis under, holding it. Think about dropping the ribs down and in. Exhale, stack that spine tall. Inhale and exhale, tuck under. Try to create a deep C-curve with that spine. And exhale, back up. Two more here. Inhale and exhale, tuck the pelvis under, roll down and hold. Exhale, back up. Last one here. We're gonna tuck the pelvis under, roll down halfway and hold it. Keep breathing. Suck the belly button in as much as you can. Hold. Now you're gonna go up an inch and down an inch. If you need to help with those hands, you can. Just think about using the abdominals to lift up. Exhale as you lift. Think about getting deeper in that spine, almost like there's a pull and you're trying to go over that pull with your chest. Make it small, keep tucking the pelvis. Use that breath, 5 more. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll all the way up, stack that spine up tall. Next one, we're gonna reach our arms out in front of you. Take an inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under, roll back, and hold it. If this is too intense, you can always roll back, and then you'll release the right hand, the left hand, and then exhale all the way up. So if you don't need to use your hands, just exhale, roll back, and hold it. 5, hold 4, drop the shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, roll up tall, stack that spine. Take an inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under, roll all the way back and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, stack that spine up tall. I'll show you the other variation, holding on back to the thighs, tuck the pelvis under and hold it there. You release the right hand, release the left hand, hold, and then roll all the way up tall. Keep going, a few more like this, whichever variation feels best for you. And exhale all the way up. Tuck the pelvis under and roll back halfway. Scoop the belly in and stack that spine. 3 more here. Exhale, lift up. For 2. Last one. Roll it back, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stack that spine all the way up. Here we're gonna grab your ball, place it in between your thighs. Keep the knees bent, feet flat. You're gonna come back onto your forearms. So feel that chest open a little bit. And now we're gonna tuck the pelvis under. Create a deep C-curve, almost like you're pressing your lower back into the mat. Relaxing the neck and shoulders. All you're gonna do is squeeze that ball. Hold it for 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and release. Exhale, squeeze that ball, tuck that pelvis. Use the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, the lower abs to hold that squeeze. and release. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under. Also think about pressing those heels into the floor, squeezing those glutes, and release. Squeeze that ball. You should feel those obliques activating a little deeper as well. And release. Tuck the pelvis under, squeeze that ball, hold that squeeze, 4, 3, 2, release. Tuck under and squeeze that ball. Make sure you're lengthening long through the neck and you're not sinking into the shoulders. Release, 2 more here. Tuck the pelvis under, give that ball a squeeze, 4, 3, pull the belly button in, 2, 1, release, last one. Tuck the pelvis under, squeeze that ball, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, release. You're gonna sit all the way back up tall. So hands back behind your thighs if you need a little assistance. Otherwise, you can reach those arms out long. So I'll just show you with the hands behind the thighs. Tuck the pelvis under. You still have the ball in between your thighs. You're just gonna squeeze that ball. Squeeze and release. Make the squeezes slow and intentional. If you don't need the hands, reach those arms out long. Use that breath. Exhale to squeeze that ball. Hold that squeeze. 3, 2, 1, and release. Exhale, squeeze that ball. 3, 2, 1, release. If this is too intense, hold on to the back of the thighs. Squeeze that ball for 3, 2, 1. Let's do 2 more here. Exhale, squeeze that ball. Tuck that pelvis under. Create that C curve. 3, 2, 1. Release. Last one. Squeeze that ball. Hold it. Get deeper in that spine, in that C curve. Hold, hold, hold. And then sit all the way up tall. We're gonna take that ball out for a second and roll all the way back down on your back. So keeping the knees bent still, the feet flat. I want you to take that ball and reach it up towards the ceiling. Make sure the wrists are in line with the shoulders. Palms flat against the ball, and I just want you to squeeze that ball. Hold that squeeze. Try to activate the chest, and then release. And squeeze that ball. Use that breath, and release. Now, as we squeeze that ball, you're gonna tuck that pelvis under and hold that squeeze. You're trying to activate the abdominals, pressing that lower back down into the floor, and then release everything. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under, press that back into the floor and squeeze that ball. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Exhale, tuck the pelvis under, press it back down into the floor, squeeze that ball, activate the chest, the obliques, the abdominals, and release. Exhale, press into the ball, tuck that pelvis and hold it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. We're gonna take the ball, put it back in between your thighs. Make sure you can almost feel your fingertips or feel the heels with your fingertips. Feet are hip distance apart. We're gonna go into some bridging with the ball in between the thighs. You're gonna take an inhale and exhale, tuck the pelvis under like you're just doing, pressing your lower back into the mat. You're gonna roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, rolling up through that spine. Make sure the pelvis is tucked under, ribs are pulling down and in. Hold it there. Give that ball a little squeeze, and then roll down 1 vertebrae at a time, lengthening long down through the spine. Bring the pelvis back to neutral, then exhale, round up through the lower back, 1 vertebrae at a time, rounding up through that spine. Give that ball a squeeze, hold it there, and exhale, slowly roll down, upper back, middle back, lower back, relax at the bottom. Keep going like this, tuck the pelvis under. Use that breath, exhale, roll up. Give that ball a little squeeze and roll down. Make sure you're only lifting the pelvis as high as you can, where you can still see the pelvic bone, the hips and the knees all in one line. You don't want to arch the back where you won't be able to see the knees because then you've gone too high. You're working the back, which is not really good, instead of the glutes and the pelvic floor. Roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Give that ball a little squeeze. Slowly articulate down. 2 more like this. Tuck the pelvis under. Think about pressing through those heels. Squeezing the glutes, squeezing those hamstrings. Squeeze that ball and lower down. This last one, we're gonna hold it at the top. So tuck under, use the lower abs to initiate the motion, lifting up through that spine. Hold it there. Now we're just gonna squeeze and release the ball. Make the squeezes slow and intentional. Feel the inner thighs squeeze. Feel the glutes engage. Abs tight. Exhale, squeeze 5. Squeeze that ball 6. Squeeze 7. Release it slow. Let's do 5 more squeezes. 4. Squeeze 3. Squeeze 2. Hold that squeeze. I want you to lower your hips halfway down, all the way up, squeeze that ball. Halfway down, all the way up, and squeeze. Make sure the lifts are slow and controlled. You're lifting with the glutes and not the back. Squeeze on the way up. About 6 more. Lift up 5. Tuck that pelvis at the top. 4. 3. 2. Last one, you're gonna hold it up again and squeeze that ball 10 more times. 9, do it a little faster. 8, squeeze 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck the pelvis, roll down one vertebra at a time, upper back, middle back, lower back, and relax. Just take the ball out, let your legs rock side to side. Feel stretch in the lower backs and the hips. We're going to take the ball in your hands. So again, palms of the hands against the ball. Knees are bent and flat. I want you to imprint that spine into the mat. So you're activating the abdominals. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to reach that ball overhead. I want you to reach as far as you can without letting the ribs flare or abs flare. And then exhale. Bring that ball just over shoulder height again. Inhale back. And exhale. Back to center. Inhale, reaching over. Press that back down into the floor. And exhale. Back up. Inhale over. Exhale, back up to center. You can press into the ball if you want a little bit more chest and arm activation, or a little bit more oblique activation. One more like this, then we're going to add on. Now you're going to reach that ball overhead, just as we were just doing. Now as you exhale, I want you to bring that right leg into tabletop. Exhale. Have that ball touch the knee. Then we're going to alternate. Inhale back. Exhale. Left knee in towards that ball. And all the way back. Inhale. Exhale. Scoop the belly in. And back. Try to use your lower abdominals to bring that knee in towards that ball. And use that breath. Exhaling as you bring that knee in. Feeling a little crunch in the abdominals. Keep going, we're going to do a few more. Exhale as you lift. One more each way. Last one. And release. We're going to stick that ball back in between our thighs. Arms behind your head, interlace the fingers. Take an inhale, you're going to exhale, lift the head and chest up, little crunch of the spine. At the top, give that ball a little squeeze. You're activating the lower abdominals and pelvic floor. And then release everything back down to neutral. Inhale, exhale, lift the chest up. Give that ball a little squeeze at the top. And then release everything down. Exhale, lift the head and chest up. Hold it, squeeze that ball, hold that squeeze. And release it back. Keep going here. Squeeze that ball, hold that squeeze. Release it back. Exhale, lift. Squeeze the ball. And all the way down. 5 more here. Exhale, lift. And down. 4 more. You can always reach those hands out in front of you and help lift yourself up if you need to. Squeezing that ball. And exhale, lift. You can pull yourself higher. Squeeze, get deeper into the abdominals. 2 more here. Lift up for 2. Last one, we're gonna lift up, hold it. I'm gonna pull myself a little bit higher. I'm gonna release my hands back behind my head. Stay lifted, just squeeze that ball. Squeeze and release 10, squeeze and release 9, that ball 8, squeeze 7, squeeze 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it back. Bring those knees into your chest. Just give it a little rock side to side. Okay, let's place the feet back down on the floor. You're gonna take the ball back up to the ceiling. I'm gonna bend my left knee into tabletop. I'm gonna place the ball just against my quad. You can keep the hands or the elbows slightly bent. I just want you to press in opposition. So try to drive that left knee into the ball as you press the hand into the ball and just hold that isometric hold of the abdominals and obliques for 3, 2, 1. Release it. Exhale, press back in, drive that left knee into the ball, press the hands in, hold that isometric activation of the abdominals, and release. Let's do 3 more here. Press into the ball with the knee in hand, hold it, hold it, hold it. Release, 2 more. Exhale, drive that knee in, press those hands down, 3, 2, 1. Release, last one here. Exhale, press into the ball with the hand and knee in opposition. Keep holding and release it down. Place that left foot down. Bring that right leg into tabletop. Put the ball just against that right knee or the right quad. Driving that right knee into the ball. Push against that ball and hold it. Think about pressing the back down into the floor. Squeezing that right oblique. And then release it. Exhale, drive that knee into the ball. Press those hands into the ball in opposition. 3, 2, 1, and release. Exhale, drive that knee into the ball. Try to press the back down into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Release. 2 more here. Exhale, press into the ball. Drive that knee in. 3, 2, 1, and release. Last one. Exhale, drive that knee into the ball, press with the hands, hold it, keep pulling those abs in, focus on that right oblique, and release it down. Okay, we're gonna bring both legs into tabletop. So imprint that spine first, bring that right leg up, left leg up, and we're gonna place the ball in between your thighs. We're just gonna isometric hold, so tuck that pelvis under, imprint that spine. Arms can be long by your side, and I just want you to hold that squeeze of the ball. Hold it for 5, 4, think about pulling the belly button in towards that spine. 3, 2, release that ball. Inhale, exhale, tuck the pelvis under, squeeze that ball for 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Last one here. Press, squeeze that ball, tuck that pelvis under, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, place those feet down. Okay, we're gonna roll on up. I'm gonna place the ball off to the side. And you're gonna come to your hands and knees. Let's just warm out with a few cat-cows. So round up through that spine. Pull the belly button in. Try to go stretch to the back. And then come to a flat back. I'm gonna open up the chest. The shoulder blades together in the back. Exhale, round up. Back to a flat back. Opening up the chest. One more here. Round up through that spine. And then back to a little flat back. Open up the chest. Come back to neutral. So your hands are going to be down. We're going to go for a modified plank. So I'm gonna walk my knees back. Hands are in front of you. You're just gonna lean the hips forward, so you're pressing the hips towards the floor. Arms are straight. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, down the back, and just hold it. Think about tucking the pelvis under, squeezing those glutes. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Keep holding. Inhale, deep breath in, and then exhale. As you exhale, think about pulling those ribs in and down. Last one here. Squeeze those glutes. Inhale and exhale. Come back to a little child's pose, stretching out through those arms and back. Come back up to quadruped. You're gonna lift that right leg up behind you, flexing that foot and knee. You're just gonna do little pulses up with that heel. So think about pressing the heel to the ceiling, squeezing that glute each time you lift. Only go as high as you can without arching the back. So I'd rather have it lower, focusing on squeezing that glute, than you arching the back where you're not feeling the glute squeeze. Lift and squeeze. Pressing the heel to the ceiling. We have 10 more little pulses. Slow and control each time you lift. Last 6. Lift, squeeze 5, 4, 3, 2. You're gonna hold it up there, hold that squeeze. Gotta feel the squeeze between the crease of the glute and hamstring for 5. Hold it for 4, 3, 2. You're gonna go full range, bring that knee down to meet the other knee, then press that heel back up to the ceiling. We're just doing 10. Press that heel up, 9, 8. Again, only lift as high as you can without arching the back. 7, 6. Feel the squeeze of that glute each time you lift. 5, 4, 3. Lift up, squeeze 2. Last one, hold it 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and release. Good, just do a little child's pose back again, stretching out the back. We're gonna come back up. We're gonna go to another modified plank, but on your forearms. So place that forearms down. You're gonna drop the hips forward. So pressing the hips down towards the floor. Squeeze the butt. If this is too intense, you can go back up to the hands. Pull the belly button up towards that spine. Deep breath in, slowly exhale. Make sure you're pressing up out of the shoulders so you're not sinking down. Keep holding. We're gonna go for 8 more seconds. 7, 6, slow deep breaths. 5, squeeze those glutes. 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit on back. You can do a little child's pose if you need. Otherwise, let's come on back up. Back to quadruped. We're gonna lift that left leg up behind you, bending that knee, flexing that foot. Drop the shoulders away from the ear. Little pulses up. Slow and control. Think about pressing that left heel to the ceiling, squeezing that glute each time you lift. Keep those abs pulled in. 10 more lifts. Make sure you're not sinking into that right hip. We have 5. This squeeze 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it up there, 10 seconds. 9, keep squeezing that glute. 8, make sure the heel is in close to your butt. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna go full range. Bring that left knee down towards that right knee. Press that heel back up to the ceiling. For 10, 9. Try to keep that 90-degree bend with that knee each time you lift. 8, 7, 6, hamstring. 3, 2, last one, hold it up there again, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just have a seat. If you're on the floor, you can just cross one leg over the other, stretch out that little glute. Or you can lay down on your back and do the same thing and bring that knee in towards your chest. Whatever feels good for you, just stretching out that right glute. And we'll switch, cross that left leg over the right. Just breathe into that stretch. And release. And we are all done. I hope you guys had a great workout. And if you like these workouts, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like and comment. Have a great day.